Wave. Me on the beat too. Look, yeah. Okay. I pull up you deep on my niggas, consider it's pivotal. Trap through the app, make her clap it, don't cap it, she tapping it fast. I think that you know they be catching it. Standing 6 feet up, casting a shadow. While niggas that talk like they bad, they know that we got it. They talk far from actual. I make the way so tsunami.
Yo, what's up YouTube? My name is G Blake. I know I've been off this YouTube business for a long time, like 2 months ago. I remember this video we had here. It was an awful video. Look at the time. Who makes a video in 2 minutes? That's not a video. So we'll throw that away. And this will be our official first YouTube video. Let's get into it. Really appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe, and just share this video. I know you're watching. Just do it. Do it. Because we know, you know, I know, we can take this far. So just subscribe yet. Come on guys, support the family. We got this. I got you, you got me. And that's the way it's gonna be. All my social platforms will be in the link down in the description. And if you guys are lazy to go down there, it will just be at the bottom right of this video. So yesterday I was sitting and thinking, what should I put on YouTube to entertain the guests? So I posted on my Insta and on my WhatsApp confessions, so that you as the audience can ask me questions and confessions about me. So I got a few questions that I'm gonna give you guys and hope you guys enjoy. Question number 1 is from some friend of mine. We went way back, but I can't mention names because some people, I feel like they don't want to be mentioned in videos. I don't know why they're scared of being mentioned in videos, but yeah, they didn't want to be mentioned. So I'm gonna leave everyone's questions anonymous because it's better if I respect their privacy, and you know. So let's just roll with it. The first question is, what's the dirtiest thought you ever had? So guys, dirtiest thoughts I've ever had. It's difficult because as men, we do have a lot of dirty thoughts. We have fantasies we want to fulfill. We have all these other bits and bobs and all these things we need to get done. But my dirtiest one, honestly, is maybe trapped in my fantasies, you know, reminiscing about certain things, certain plays, and all those things. But yeah, I can't tell you full details because we're on YouTube, guys. If you want to know my dirtiest ones, just, you know, DM me, we'll talk about it. The second question is, what's the first thing you'll do if you wake up one day and you were sleeping next to the opposite sex? Or that's what they said here, the opposite sex. Guys, with all due respect, gays and all these other, you know, I respect them, but if I had to wake up next to a guy, maybe I'm drunk or I was partying or I was doing whatever I need to do, and I wake up next to a guy, and the first thing that's gonna go through my mind is, what was he rubbing against me? Because like really, I don't wanna be thinking about what we did, all these things. Imagine me waking up and saying, I'm waking up and he's next to me and saying, hey baby. Like, what? Damn, nigga, chill. We can't be doing that. But I would probably beat the shit out of him, or I would probably, you know, I don't know, I'll freak out because it's never happened. Probably if it was my brother, maybe we'll know, okay, it was just like, you know, a random sleepover or whatever, because my brother, you know. But if it was someone else, I'll beat the shit out of him. And the third question is, what sexual activity do you consider totally off limits? Sexual activity off limits. As a guy, as a guy, sexual activity is our main thing, you know. We can't be like, no, we don't want sexual activities to happen, because as a guy, we want it. We want to, you know, we want to pump some shotguns, you know. You can't be not letting it, you know. So I don't know what question you were supposed to ask or what question you wanted to ask, because that I wouldn't ban any sexual activities. I mean, people get intimate with each other, even with hugs. I don't know, even with holding hands, they get too intimate. So I can't. All right. The fourth question is, what is the most embarrassing thing your parents have caught you doing? So my embarrassing thing is, I know what y'all are thinking about, because I know your minds are dirty. But the most embarrassing thing was me washing dishes and singing loud. So I was doing it, washing dishes, singing loud, because I was the only one in the house. I didn't know my parents had an extra key at that point. So I was alone in the house, getting my groove on, singing loud as hell. And I dropped the glass and my parents came in. So I couldn't hear them coming in because I had headphones in. So as the glass dropped, my parents came in, and as I went to go take the glasses and put them in the bin, I looked up and saw my parents, and it gave me such a shock. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was frozen in place, because your parents are looking at you and you're like busy cleaning the shit you made for, and it just looks weird. Like maybe you planned it for or you're trying to cover the secrets, or you're trying to cover the glasses from your parents, because sometimes people get grown up with like strict parents and stuff. So I don't know if it's in your guys' houses like that, because my house, my parents are strict, but now they're a bit chill. Okay, question number 5 is, what's the biggest romantic fail or failure you've ever experienced? So the biggest romantic failure or fail, I don't know how these people put the words together, was when I got heartbroken by a toxic woman. I think it was back when I was in school. It was like 2 years back, or 2 years back, 2021. I dated a baddie. We're not mentioning names. It's a baddie, but toxic people can't make a good thing happen. So I think that was the worst romantic experience I've ever had, because it was embarrassing, because she had a lot of problems, a lot of this, a lot of that, and I was loyal. Let me tell you, I was loyal, but things come push to shove. We can't control what's happening with us. So I think that was the most embarrassing thing. Or what was the question? Let me read the question. Was the biggest romantic failure? Oh, that's it was a big failure, guys. It was a big failure, a 10 out of 10 failure. We didn't even try to fix it. It just ended. Like some people's relationships also, it just ended. We don't know how or when or why. Okay, question number 6 is, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done when you were alone? Right, like the previous other questions, this one people are gonna be like, nah, that guy, he was gambling with himself. But the weirdest thing I've ever done when I was alone is probably talk to myself out loud. Like, there would be no one in the house, but I'll be talking to myself like there's a million people in the house. I think that's the weirdest thing, but I feel like it helps me cope with backlashes I had in the past. So I think it helps me cope more when I talk alone. But I don't know if it's the weirdest thing, but I know some of y'all do the weirdest things when you guys are alone at home. I know. Don't even lie to me. But that's the weirdest thing. I talk alone, guys. This one is a bonus question. I left it for last, but it's from a friend of mine. We went to school together. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he knows the question. But it's a question about the matric dance I attended. So it was about the matric dance. So his question was, when you went to the matric dance with a certain someone, and by the looks of things, she looked like she was into me. And his question was, why didn't I make a move? And why didn't I make a move? Okay, let's get into it. Me and that certain person were friends, we're getting to close friends. So matric ball came. Okay, we were together the whole year. We were together. We chilled. We were like best friends the whole year. But I didn't know if she had, that intimacy with each other. Like me and her, we had that bond or that intimacy. I don't know if we loved each other more than, you know, just friends. So I just kept it a distance because I didn't want things, you know, get ahead of itself and then we don't speak and, you know, all those things. So when the matric ball came, things happened and all those things. She was with me the whole matric. So yo guys, we are at the conclusion of our video. I hope you guys like some of the questions people sent through to me, and I hope that you'll send more questions and more interactions with me so that I can know how you feel. So let's end this video and drop the outro.
Wave. Me on the beat too. I pull up you deep on my niggas, consider it's pivotal. Trap through the app, make a clap it, don't cap it, she tapping it fast. I think that you know